Good morning, everybody. Welcome. You probably know what we're gonna do today by the title and thumbnail. Yesterday we went fishing. We caught a couple. Then I got back last night. I was so excited for today that I couldn't sleep, and I decided to drink an energy drink, which I probably drank 3 energy drinks in my total life. I stayed up till 3 a.m. just wired. Definitely, it wasn't the smartest business decision, but I did get a lot done last night, and it's definitely something that I think I should not start doing. You'll probably see that reflected in some of the content that comes out here on like my Instagram reels and stuff. I wrote down some scripts and whatnot for some reels, and if you watch this video, you'll definitely be able to say, hey, this was that 3 a.m. with the energy drink video, isn't it? And yeah, it was. But I think it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good because I got everything all planned out, and I think y'all are gonna love it. So what we're about to do is I'm getting a new kayak today. This kayak is gonna be solely a tournament fishing kayak. Like, I'm gonna start fishing kayak tournaments. We have a whole bunch of little local divisions. I'm gonna run with those this year. And then if I really like it, I might try to like step up into something else next year. I don't wanna be a kayak tournament guy, but the few that I have fished, it's always a lot of fun. And I think it's a good, like, just community aspect. I love the community aspect of it. I just think it's cool. It's something that gives me something to do on the weekends, you know, that's still fishing. If I go like 3 or 4 days without going fishing, I feel kind of bad. And normally the weekend is the time where I skip. It's because everybody and their mom fishes on the weekend. I don't wanna, you know, it can be a little difficult sometimes to get on the weekend. But with that being said, we're gonna go pick up this kayak, check it out, do a little walkthrough of it, and we might even put it in the water in this video. I'm not sure. It is raining today, so I figured it worked out perfect. We're gonna go pick up the kayak today. We've been doing a whole bunch of fishing this week. We got our mustard rain jacket on, which I absolutely love. There's a link to it in the description if you want to go check it out. It's a swaggy rain jacket. But yeah, we're gonna go get a new kayak. We're gonna go pick up a kayak. I was checking to make sure I had ratchet straps, because that's one thing that you need with the kayak is like some good ratchet straps to make sure you don't lose it on the way to your destination or from your destination, whatever. And I cut one of them trying to ratchet strap a John boat down the day that it fell off the trailer. So I messed that up. I cut it on the trailer. So I think I have a couple at my dad's house, so we got to run by there first to get those, and then we'll go get the kayak. It's just something, it's always something every morning. I saw people on TikTok doing it, and I was like, I need to learn that, because I'm not up to date on like dances and whatnot. I had the gritty down, that was the thing, but like I feel like that's old. Kind of hop out of Anyway, we got the ratchet straps. I thought I had more over here. I think I had some retractable ones on the boat, but I don't know where those are at currently. Also, we do need to grab that battery because we're gonna need it for our kayak. I have no clue how excited I am for this. Like, for real? Ooh, it is raining good though, I will tell you that. It is. We are getting a good, nice and rainy day, getting our water working. Of course the door's not unlocked. It'll do it. Yep. Yep. Damn, I need to get lithium batteries. I need a lithium battery. So if anybody's watching this that has a contact with a lithium battery company, please hook me up. Because 1, those are too heavy, and 2, as long as I plan on being out on this kayak, that's not gonna get it. That's not gonna get it. I need about 8 of them though, that's the thing. That's a sneak peek for a future video that's coming up, or future videos that are coming up. Now I think we are finally ready to go get the kayak. Ooh, we are fancy this morning. Look at this. Boom. Well, that was weird. I just got told it's not here. It's still in Tennessee and it'll be here tomorrow. But luckily I'm like 10-15 minutes away, so like it's not that big of a deal. But I had a lady call me and said it would be here yesterday. So I don't know, that's weird. That's weird. So I guess I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. We'll come back up here tomorrow.
1 eternity later.
Good morning, guys. We're up at 5 o'clock in the morning, not to go bass fishing. I'm not sure this is part of a trade-off deal or what's going on this morning, but we have waders and a different tackle box. We're not taking any bass rods. So this is gonna be very interesting this morning. It's probably gonna be a lot of jokes cracked on me this morning. I'll just leave it at that. It's probably been a couple years since I've worn these. Well, yeah, it's definitely been a few years. Since we will be out on the water, I think the key is definitely gonna be pack light as possible. Don't need all this extra stuff. We are gonna have to steal some little jigs from Greg though.
Or we may not get a bite.
We could have holes in our waders and just be out here cold and wet. Yeah. Cause I don't know about mine. Oh, look at all these bugs right here. That's a good thing though, cause that means they're like hatching.
Yeah. And
the crappie might be eating those on top water. Maybe if that's what they do. I'm gonna tie on a popper and see if I can't catch one on a popper today. This is the thinnest line that I had. I know you use 4-pound mono. This is 10-pound braid.
Yeah, it works.
Okay. Look at that turkey right there. You see it going down the hill? There's a turkey going down the hill in front of us.
It is?
Yeah. We'll probably see it when we get on up here. There's probably a couple more in this brush right here.
I'm first time seeing a turkey out here.
Look like a hen. You see it? It's crossing. Or there's 2 of them, 3 of them. You see them crossing right there?
Man, you don't know what I would do.
Oh, those are 2 toms.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. You can tell you catch a lot of fish on it just because it's different. The hole in it just looks like it's, it's a different presentation for the fish.
Tiny baby, made a crappie magnet. Got our whole jig, got the nibble in there, then we got a miniature, mini crappie magnet.
Golly, this pressure of the water is immaculate, as far as you can.
And then sometimes they'll be up close, and then sometimes they'll be on the edge of that creek channel.
Yeah. As much as I used to like drive by this place and come over here, I never knew people did this.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Got him. Slow down?
Yeah. Take your time with it.
I don't know if it's a slab or not.
Feel pretty easy?
I don't know.
You just pick it up and build it.
Okay.
I don't want you to go crazy.
Oh, I got one! Oh my gosh! Is that a crappie? I think so. It looks thin. Oh yeah, baby.
That's a slab.
This is a slab?
Yeah.
It's a slab. Oh
Not
yeah.
necessarily slab, but that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good
I caught a slab, baby. We keeping them?
one. Yeah.
I put them in my pocket.
We got a stranger.
No, I got a waiter pocket. I just throw them in my big pocket. This is a black crappie. I'm gonna tell you the difference between a black and a white. The black has spots and the white have bars, like vertical bars down the side. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I learned that from Greg's Facebook. Boom, baby. Here, actually I have a waiter, or I have a stringer in my bag. I might just go get that. Okay.
I think I got one on me. Did I put it in the bag?
I just don't want you to steal my fish.
Oh no.
I'm just kidding. Here, I can get my own, so like we don't have to switch if we start catching them. Yeah, fought kind of a little bit more to the left of where we're at. Greg did always promise me, he said whenever we went crappie fishing, you would catch one. And I haven't unhooked it yet because I just don't want to unhook it in the water and then drop it and lose it. Because this is definitely gonna be lunch, maybe even dinner. I brought a ham sandwich, singular. Okay, let's see. I know I got a stringer somewhere. Hey, got the green stringer. Let's go, we're gonna put them right there. Look at that. Look at that sandwich.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
I got my stringer on and I rigged it up the best way I knew how because I didn't have any help. I'm just out here trying to have fun and catch a few of these golden delicious black crappie. But apparently I got this done wrong and I'm not sure if anybody on my side is gonna know, man, because you're the crappie fisherman. So what am I, like, how are you supposed to do it?
Okay, for starters,
see, this is my safety hatch right here. So if I felt them coming off, I was just gonna snatch this.
yeah.
But I got this double knotted right here, and then I got it looped through my side, so I could untie this real quick, slide another one on, because I was planning on catching about 5 more before we left. So I was just, I got it rigged up to where, like, if I felt him pulling too much and it felt like he was about to get away, I could set the hook back on him. Yeah. And my stringer was going.
Most definitely.
So here, how do you do it? How would you do it?
Okay, for starters, you got 2 types of stringers. You got your chain stringer.
Okay. That's straight out of the 60s, but okay.
Yeah.
Mine's just modern. He's just mad because mine's, I can fit more fish on mine. That's a small-minded stringer.
Yeah.
This is a limiting stringer.
Yeah.
Got him there.
I can hold 30 slabs on here.
And then when I can only hold 30 at a time, but I can hold 60 on mine.
You can definitely hold 120 on that. You can hold a 3-man limit on that.
And bluegill too. You start catching slab bluegill too.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna be a lot of weight. Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't. I got the capacity. I got the payload.
So pretty much for starters, you
Yeah,
you did that. Right?
Yeah, I got that part. That's how I had to connect it first.
Yeah, but what you missed was you were supposed to let this. See, the first fish is supposed to be in there like that, and then you add fish on top of it. So that way, so when you untie, you just drop them down the string. See, you got knots and stuff.
We made it back. Got our country cousin with us. I think we should just start telling people you're actually my cousin.
Yeah.
I think that would just probably be easier at this point.
Yeah, everybody thinks.
So this morning we went and caught a singular slab. Now we're gonna go pick up the kayak, and then we're gonna go hopefully catch not a singular slab, but like maybe a mess of slabs.
A few more.
Yeah, a few, maybe. Well, how many is a few? 3?
No, when I say few,
like 60.
I'm talking about a good mess.
Yeah, like 60 more.
It's probably between both of us, maybe about 15, about half of a 1-man limit.
Yeah, I'm not down. I'm down with that. All right, I'm just waiting on it to pull up. We backed up to the loading bay. I think that's where they do like the 18-wheeler deliveries, but today it's a kayak delivery for my non-18-wheeler vehicle. So, and we got our ratchet straps. We had to get in the rain yesterday too. So should be all ready to go. You good? My bad. All right. I just picked up a nail off the ground, so hopefully there's not any more nails.
Yeah.
That would definitely be a low point in life. New kayak, but also a new nail.
That's a responsible young man right there.
No, I'm not picking up that car.
Oh, he was
It's gonna be interesting. Now, I think it'd be easier if I sat it down and just kind of pulled it out. I think that's how I did it last time. I just sat it down and like pulled it out.
You need help?
I might. See if I can't figure it out. Oh yeah. Like cleaning
15 action. Have you even told him what it is yet?
I have not.
Okay.
But I mean, I feel like from this view right here, you should be able to guess. It's a kayak at least. But just what type, man? No. Feeling tired.
Yeah, that's like 6 pounds of plastic.
Yeah. That's probably all the plastic that was in the Gulf from the oil spill. Just repurposed to wrap a kayak that could have been in the Gulf to clean up the oil spill. Yeah, so. Well guys, we got the new Autopilot 120. Not new, this thing has been out since maybe 2019, 2020, somewhere in there. And we just scooped one, we just got one. And this is gonna be my tournament bass fishing kayak. I need a lithium battery to put in this thing because when I go out, I don't wanna have to like change batteries. Last time me and Greg fished a tournament together, we were in this thing. Now, I'm gonna start fishing solo kayak tournaments and then also Bibb County tournaments. Me and Greg will probably get in that twin troller still, but like if he's not able to make it, we're gonna be in that. There's a lot of little small local tournaments. I wanna put this thing in a bass boat tournament. I wanna do everything I can possibly do in this Autopilot because I have it and there's nothing's not accessible anymore. There's no, oh, I don't wanna be tired. Oh, I'm like, this is too far. I don't have to do anything. I sit in this thing and it does all the work for me. It comes with a 40-pound thrust Minn Kota for the front of it. We're gonna get that unboxed, hooked up on the front, so when we do get ready to take it out, once we get our batteries and everything situated, we have a couple over here, but they're lead, and those lead batteries are kind of heavy. If at all possible, before I run it, I like to go ahead and get it set up because I do have a tournament The first tournament that I'm planning to fish is coming up here in 2 weekends, and I'm pretty much slammed. March for me is just the classic red crest. Tournaments, fishing is getting better. There's just one to post and this, that, and the third. So we got to go ahead and try to figure out that and get on that here pretty soon. So with that being said, we're going to get this thing unboxed, and then, but probably not in this video, but a later video, we're going to take this thing out for its maiden voyage, because I think that's going to need a whole video to itself, because I've never been on one of these. I've watched a whole bunch of YouTube videos on them, but you know, until you get on something and start moving around on it by yourself, you really don't know how it's gonna work. So I'm super excited for this. We're gonna get this thing kind of unboxed. We'll do a little quick walkthrough of it, and I'll tell y'all some plans for it also, so stay tuned. All right guys, we just got everything set up on the kayak. I don't have any tackle, any gear like that on it. Just bare bones kayak right now. And one big reason for that is it's gonna be just a tournament kayak. Like there's not, oh, I could wrap it. I could get it wrapped. If it's gonna be a tournament kayak, I think I should wrap it. And I'm not gonna do it like a sponsor wrap. I'm gonna do it something just totally off the wall wrap. That's a big maybe though, I don't know. We'll have to start winning some tournaments so we can use the money from our tournament winnings, and we're just gonna spend it on stuff towards more tournament stuff. So we'll just, you know, one, get the kayak wrapped, then maybe we'll, I don't know, just leave some stuff, what we should do with our tournament winnings. We're just gonna go ahead and put that in the air that we're gonna win $10,000 this year just off a solo kayak tournament. A little quick walkthrough of this kayak. I have actually never been on the Autopilot. I feel like I've been on just about every kayak except for an Autopilot, and I'm super excited for it. Starting with the obvious, the first thing that you're gonna see is the 40-pound thrust Minn Kota trolling motor. So Old Town and Minn Kota, they're both part of like the same parent, or they both have the same parent company, which is Johnson Outdoors. So it just kind of makes sense, you know, if you have a really cool kayak company, you have a really, probably the most well-known trolling motor company, you know, it only makes sense to integrate a trolling motor into a kayak from a reputable brand with a reputable kayak. I think that's pretty, you know, why didn't it happen sooner type of thing. You know, I actually have no clue what this is, being 100% honest. Ooh, dry storage, that's good. Like a little dry hatch right there, or good way to get into the hull of the kayak if you ever need to. Super fancy trolling motor. We don't have it hooked up yet. You plug it in right here, and then there's another plug along with your battery box under the seat back here. So battery box, that's where your prop and everything comes from whenever you get one of these kayaks. So you got your battery box, then you get that little special Old Town toolbox that they give you, which I threw back inside of the battery box. It just comes with like your prop, owner's manual, stuff like that. You know, all the stuff that I feel like you probably should read your owner's manual with a kayak of this stature. Got our little PFD right here. This is the same one from our salty that we're gonna be using on this thing, because I do plan on taking some pretty cool trips, and like, you know, if you're in a big lake, I think it's, you know, you probably should wear PFD. It's just safety first, you know. I think my family would like to have me at Thanksgiving. I think they love me enough to, you know, want to keep me around. This is your kill switch that'll connect to my PFD or me. This is your trolling motor deployment system right here. So you just pull this cable. I have a really big like deck right here, so I'm super excited about that. I have a lot of room to measure fish. I have a lot of room to weigh fish. I have a lot of room just to operate. You know, you can never have too much space, in my opinion. We have good storage on each side. Also, pretty sure you can steer this thing with either your feet, or it comes with a little remote. Has autopilot. Trolling motor has spot lock on it, so wind, anything in this thing is not gonna be a problem. The biggest thing is all the storage in the back of this thing. You could easily fit a 16x16 black pack back here, and then maybe like a Yeti Roadie 20. And then you have an extra large rudder, so you can steer shallow water, anchor mount. Probably won't need one of those because I do have spot lock, but in shallow water, that might be something I wish I had, but I don't know. We have a whole bunch of mounting options. You got one here, another one there, and then two up in the front. And that's pretty much it. Definitely might go with the little Garmin 9-inch live scope screen. I know I'm not one of the guys that's against live scope, but like I'm just kind of, I don't want to ruin fishing, but like if, you know, you're out there competing and everybody else has it, because I want to get to the point where I'm competing in like legit kayak tournaments. Probably not gonna do the greatest in the beginning, but I feel like that's kind of like the next step, and it's just something I want to do. Like, I'd love to be able to say, like, I fished on the Elite Series for a year just because I felt like it, not because I needed the money, not because I absolutely had to, just as a, you know, something I wanted to check off my life bucket list. I wanted to say I was a pro fisherman for a year. So I think this is definitely a step in the right direction. This is definitely the bass boat of kayaks, for sure. And I'm super excited to have it. I'm super blessed to have it. So thank you guys. This doesn't happen without you guys supporting me on the channel. Also, if you want to fish and you're in like the Alabama area and you want to take out, you know, you want to go hit some lakes or something like that, if you know a little something about some lakes and you're a kayak fisherman, I mean, I love to pick some people's brains because I don't know anything about it, and this isn't going to be something that takes over the channel. This is going to be like a 1 video a month thing. I'm not going to be a kayak tournament guy. This is going to be something that, like, probably for the next couple of years, y'all are gonna get to laugh at me come in the bottom half of a field of a kayak tournament. But, you know, by year 3, I plan on being able to, you know, ramp it up and actually be doing pretty decent in life and in my kayak fishing. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Stay tuned for the next video. Here in the future, we're gonna take this thing out on its maiden voyage, and I'm super excited for that. That's probably gonna be a good laugh for you guys at home. And also, it's gonna be probably a little wet for me. I doubt if I'm gonna flip this thing, but I'm gonna push it and I'm gonna see what all it can do, because that's one thing about it. I'm gonna baby it. When it's here, I'll probably wipe it off and hose it off just so it's nice and clean. But when it's on the water, it's on the water, and we're gonna go fishing when we're going fishing. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to fish them hard and have a good day. Also, Greg's channel is linked down below, so go check him out. He's doing a lot of panfish stuff, like crappie stuff. So if you like that type of stuff, I mean, you gotta go check him out. Check out my guy. So don't forget to fish them hard and have a good day. See y'all later. Peace. And then we're gonna have to call somebody when we start catching them, because I ain't leaving. I just rolled the dice.